Hello everyone. Welcome back to my YouTube channel. My name is Summer Monet and I am really excited today to share with you guys all of the good things that this beautiful full moon in Cancer that has to offer us. But before we get started, I just want to give you guys a huge shout out to say Happy New Year. We are welcoming a new year into our life. That means we are welcoming more accomplishments, more success, even more lessons, and honestly receiving so much more blessings as well. And I also just want to give a shout out to each of you for continuously supporting me on my YouTube channel until this day and moving forward. As you can see in the title below us, today we are definitely going to be talking about our first full moon of this year, and it is going to be in the sign of Cancer that we can expect on January 17th. So before I get started in today's video, I do want you guys to know that when we have a full moon, it's going to be an increase of emotions, and as we know it, the moon is in its natural sign, which is Cancer. And also, another thing that I did learn is that Cancer full moons are actually the last moon of the lunar new year. So it's really important for us to use the energy that this moon is providing. And the energy that this moon is providing to us is allowing us to be more comfortable with transformation. And it's honestly giving us an opportunity to look over all aspects in our life and see how it is that we relate to change. Another thing that I am going to share with you, that this full moon is going to be in the time period of this Venus retrograde as well as a Mercury retrograde. So we have a lot of energy here that supports us with aligning, realigning, having adjustments, and just fixing things in the way that we want them to in order for us to proceed moving forward. This Cancer full moon is giving us a time to incorporate all the things that we are leaving behind and learning how to move that energy into the things that we are so excited to start in this new year. It's really vital for you to take moments in your life to actually feel the change that you are experiencing. I believe that feelings is something, I am a Gemini and feelings isn't necessarily my place. I am more logical when it comes to things in my life. So I honestly can say for me personally, I am really feeling the effects of this full moon currently right now, but I don't think it's necessarily a bad thing. I really believe that when we have difficult feelings coming up, I believe it's really important to give them light and love and space to express themselves, because this is also going to be a great time for you to look within yourself to see how you operate with your emotions and how it is that you kind of evolve with change in your life. The reason why there is a big emphasis right now on transformation and change is because we have Pluto opposing our full moon. So I just want to give you guys this energy that a natural full moon is going to illumine things in our life, is going to illumine paths for us to take, but also Pluto is the planet of transformation, and it wants you to kind of look at that and see how it is that you are involved with change, how you can incorporate change in your life, and honestly just understanding your own relationship with transformation. And the reason why, again, I'm going to bring the emphasis on being gentle with yourself is because I know that pain is going to correlate with transformation, because when you are in the midst of transformation, it's a lot of unknown territory, and that is also a space of being in your uncomfortable zone. And I also believe that's where a lot of magic and a lot of your growth can happen. But I do want to remind you guys not to judge yourself for wanting change in your life, and even just understanding not to judge yourself for changing even in your own way, even how you relate to people, how you relate to the world. Maybe you have to change your dynamic of how you take care of your family and your loved ones. Maybe you have to change your dynamic of your work. Maybe you have to change your dynamic of your self-concept. It's really important not to judge yourself and to hold yourself tight and warm, honestly, and hug yourself and remind yourself that it's you who is always going to be here with you in your everyday life experience. So it's really important to just understand that change is the only thing that is constant, and it's important for us to also invite positive change into our lives. I really want to remind you guys that change can be a beautiful thing. It could be like this beautiful unravel to see where life is going to take you. It's like you're allowing the universe to surprise you in a way that you haven't been surprised before, and it's really requiring you to have more trust in your process as well. And I really want us to each this year to step in our faith and walk with faith even more when it comes to our emotions, when it comes to our success, even when it comes to our lessons in our life experience this year. I want us to walk with faith. I want us to all trust and believe that everything is always working out for us for our highest benefit, and that life does support us, because life does want us to be happy, and it's doing every action that life is showing to you to get you to where you want to be, which is your destiny. So I just want us all to trust this moon, to use it to look at our emotions and to ask ourselves, how is it that we want to navigate change in our lives? How can we have more higher vibration feeling around change? And also, how can we inspire more people to also befriend change in their lives? So for today's video, I was able to pull some cards for us, some mantra cards, because I feel like mantra cards are really great because it's always going to give us things that we need to hear right now, or even the things that we need to say and understand and accept in our lives. So I'm now going to share with you guys some of the cards that I was able to pull. So the first mantra card that I was able to pull for all of us as a collective is sharing shame. Sharing shame mantra is, when I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. Look at that. Isn't that cool? When I share my deepest pain, I give myself permission to be. And I think that's more important because when we are navigating through change, when difficult emotions do come up, are you allowing yourself to express that pain of what it feels like to change? Are you allowing yourself to even understand this emotion? And I just really think that once you do that, you actually give yourself permission to accept. And being in the state of acceptance is like one of the best states to be in, because you're not expecting anything, right? And you're actually not holding on to anything. You're just in this place of being. And I think that's the beautiful place to be, because there's no pressure there. You know, there's no feeling of needing to have to do something or you didn't do something right. It's just you're at where you're at and you're just in this state of being. So that was a really beautiful card to see. The next one that we did get is Demystifying the Darkness. And the mantra states, my shadow shows me where my love needs to be sent. My shadow shows me where my love needs to be sent. And I feel like this demystifying darkness, it's in the color purple, so I'm going to say it really correlates with the crown chakra, as our last card was correlating with the throat chakra. Sharing your shame, you know, maybe even talking to someone else about what you are currently going through, someone that you can trust, because again, this is a collective energy that we are all feeling. So it's not just one specific person, but we are all feeling this. So when you are vulnerable, it also inspires more people to also do the same. And with demystifying the darkness, your shadow shows you where love needs to be sent. It's really important because, again, when you have that pain, when you have that shadow of change, that's where you drive in the light in your life, because you are the light in your life. You are the light that goes to the darkness and brings light to it. So it's important that we remember that our shadow is really important and that it needs love too. The next card that we did get is Untangling Neglect, and the mantra states, I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. Again, I take the time to give myself all the approval I desire. I love this card, and this is a pink card, so I'm going to say this is dealing with the heart chakra. And I feel as though this time period is asking you, how often are you actually giving time to yourself to see things within yourself? You know, i.e. your emotions, right? I also feel like with this card, when you are able to take this time out for yourself, that's the only approval that's needed. You don't need anyone else's approval in your life. As long as you are checked in with yourself on a frequent basis, see how you're feeling, see how your thoughts are. I really believe that is also where acceptance comes into your life as well. And that is also a place for you to be able to get in front of change, or even to just basically start up change in your life in a positive way. The next beautiful card that we did get is Inviting Ecstasy, and the mantra is, I am worthy of all the pleasure my heart desires. I love that. I am worthy of all the pleasure my heart's desire. You know, that's something I've been writing down a lot lately too, is that I am worthy of receiving, because I feel as though we can forget that sometimes when we are in that mist of chaos, or that mist of unknown energy, which is change and transformation, because there's nothing to necessarily hold on to. You're kind of in the in-between, and I really believe that even in being in the in-between, even not necessarily knowing the destination, you have to always remember that you are worthy of everything that you're asking for, just as you are right now. You know, you don't have to be a different person. All you have to simply do is just align to that vibration and that frequency of the good that you do expect in your life. And I just feel as though always remember that you are guided and supported throughout this life experience, and always remember that life wants you to win and it wants you to be happy. And the last card that we did get is is creating cooperation. And the mantra is more gets accomplished when everyone has a role to play. I love that. I feel as though this is also going to be a great time for us to talk to people who play a part in our lives, right? And incorporate them also in our change. You know, I think as though, let's say you want to change your diet and you're living with people, right? I feel as though it's going to be important to have a household conversation about this change that you're excited to ignite in your life, and also having the support of the people around you to be in alignment with your change. So I feel as though with those cards, the basis that I'm really getting is the throat chakra, the third eye chakra, as well as the heart, right? So another thing too I'm going to say is focus on your sacrals, focus on stability, also focus on how you can feel more secure in your life and how you can feel more secure in the midst of change. It's really important, guys, for all of us to use this beautiful full moon to its advantage, and it's giving us this opportunity to be more in touch with our emotions and to see where they can navigate us through and to. I also believe that when this moon is in Cancer, in its home place, it's going to be a great opportunity for that inner mother to also come in. So give yourself that time and that space to be free, to show yourself something different. And honestly, don't judge yourself for anything that comes up, but love yourself even more for that. So that is going to be my take on the Cancer full moon that we can expect on January 11th. So definitely take it easy upon yourself, be gentle. And as I do in every single video, I truly love affirming with each of you. And so in today's video, the affirmation is going to be, I flow with my emotions. I flow with my emotions. I flow with my emotions. It's really important to be in this ebb and flow with your emotions and what it brings to you. It's really important to give your emotions the space and the love and light that they need in order to transform, to be revealed, and to turn into something even more magical. I continue to send all my love, my light, and my grace to each of you, and I will see you in the next video. Bye-bye.